we are going to discuss problems on elevation of boiling point. So I have discussed elevation of boiling point in my previous class. So today we will see three most important problems on elevation of boiling point. Okay, so here is a problem, and the problem goes like this: 18 gram glucose, so molecular formula is given, is dissolved in 1 kg of water in a saucepan. At what temperature will water boil? At 1.013 bar. Kb for water is given and it is 0.52 Kelvin kg per mole. So dear students, soon after reading the problem, you should be able to know that what has been asked in this problem. So after reading the problem, you will come to know that, see, at what temperature will water boil at particular bar. So it is nothing but 1 atmospheric pressure. So indirectly he is asking boiling point. So what we need to calculate is, we need to calculate boiling point of solution. Because already 18 gram of glucose is dissolved in that water. So therefore we need to calculate boiling point of solution. So elevation of boiling point is given by delta TB is equal to TB minus TB naught. Delta TB is equal to TB minus TB naught, where TB is what? Boiling point of solution, and TB naught is boiling point of pure solvent. So therefore, in order to calculate TB value, that is the boiling point of solution, first you need to calculate delta TB, elevation of boiling point. And to calculate elevation of boiling point, you see here, we know that delta TB is equal to TB minus TB naught we have, and we have to find out TB. TB naught we know because the boiling point of water is 373.15 Kelvin we can take. So in order to calculate this one, you should calculate delta TB also. So therefore delta TB can be calculated by delta TB is equal to Kb into molality, small m. So once you observe, so here Kb value is also given. So first we need to calculate molality. So what is molality? Number of moles of solute present in 1 kg of solvent. So moles of the solute divided by mass of solvent in kg. If you do that one, you will get molality. So first we will find out molality, then we will substitute and we will calculate delta TB value. After calculation of delta TB value, we will go for TB calculation, that is the boiling point of solution. Okay. So now first we will calculate molality, small m first we will calculate. Okay. Solution. You see here, so 18 gram of glucose is given and molecular formula of glucose is there given. So I will calculate molar mass, or you can say molecular mass. Molar mass of glucose, if you calculate, see here, C6, 12 into 6, 12 into 1, 6 into 16, that we have to do. So after that you will get 180 gram per mole. So the molar mass of glucose is 180 gram per mole. So now I want moles of the glucose, because glucose is a solute here. I need to calculate molality. For that sake, I want number of moles of glucose. So therefore, moles of glucose is equal to moles of glucose. So number of moles of glucose is equal to so mass divided by molar mass. Formula to calculate number of moles is mass divided by molar mass. So what is the mass given? It is 18 gram. So 18 divided by 180. So that is 0.1 mole. 0.1 mole. For molarity, in numerator we have moles of the glucose I have calculated. So in denominator, what is the another quantity we required? It is mass of water in kg. Mass of water in kg. So mass of water in kg is given by, already he has given in kg only. Mass of water in kg is equal to, see 1 kg is given, so I will write 1 kg. Now I can calculate molality. I can calculate molality. Molality is represented by small m. Molality is equal to mass, here it is, moles of the glucose divided by mass of water in kg. So it is 0.1 divided by 1, that gives rise to 0.1 only. And what is the unit of molality? Moles per kg. Mole per kg. So now we will come to the first step where we have calculated small m molality. Now I will calculate delta TB value. Delta TB value. Now elevation. So delta TB is nothing but elevation of boiling point. So elevation of boiling point, that is delta TB is equal to kb into small m. kb into small m. So kb value is already given, you see here. kb for water is 0.52. So 0.52 into, so 0.1. Molarity is 0.1. So that gives rise to 0.052. 0.052 Kelvin. Kelvin because it is elevation in boiling point. Boiling point is the temperature. The unit of temperature is Kelvin. So now I got the value of delta TB. Next I will calculate. I know that delta TB is equal to TB minus TB naught. But I want TB. TB means boiling point of solution. So TB naught is boiling point of pure solvent, and our solvent is water here. Hope you know the boiling point of water, that is in Celsius it is 100 degree, in Kelvin 373.15 in exact. Okay. So next let us calculate boiling point of solution. We know that delta TB is equal to TB minus TB naught. So what I need to calculate now? I want TB. So TB, keep TB as it is. TB is equal to delta TB. This minus becomes plus. Delta TB plus TB naught. Delta TB plus TB naught. So how much delta TB? See here, already we have calculated. It is 0.052 plus, what is TB naught? It is boiling point of pure solvent, that is pure water. It is 373.15 Kelvin. So TB value, so boiling point of solution, you will get it as 373.202 Kelvin. So this is the answer. So actually our question is to calculate boiling point of solution. In order to calculate TB, first we need to calculate delta TB. First. So for delta TB we need molality. So first I have calculated molality. Then I have calculated delta TB by substituting the value of molality here. So after that only we will get the boiling point of solution TB value. So this is the method to solve the problem when the boiling point of solution or elevation of boiling point is asked. Okay, so next moving to one more important problem. So that could be asked for 3 marks in the examination. So this problem is to calculate, it is important problem for 3 marks. So here we are going to calculate the molar mass of solute. Molar mass of solute we are going to calculate here. So such type of problems may be asked for 3 marks in PU examination. Okay, so here is the problem. The boiling point of benzene is 353.23 Kelvin when 1.80 gram of a non-volatile solute was dissolved in 90 gram of benzene. The boiling point is raised to 354.11 Kelvin. Calculate the molar mass of solute. Okay, so these problems are very simple, but you have to understood. So what is the data given first? So dear students, I have been telling you, see here we have to write masses. For mass we will take W. W1 is for solvent, W2 is the mass of solute. Similarly, M1, capital M1, so molar mass of solvent, M2 molar mass of solute. Remember, subscript 1 I am using for solvent and 2 for solute, that you have to remember. So dear student, you see here the boiling point of benzene is 353.23 Kelvin when 1.80 gram of non-volatile solute. Already he has given the mass of solute. So mass of solute can be written as W2. How much it is? 1.80 gram. It is given. If you further read the problem, it is dissolved in 90 gram of benzene. Mass of solvent is given and W1 is 90 grams. 90 grams. Okay. So now, for calculation of M2 value, molar mass of solute, we need delta TB. So now, boiling point of benzene, pure solvent, TB naught is given. TB naught is 353.23 Kelvin and the boiling point of solution is raised to. So this is solution, that is TB. TB is 354.11 Kelvin. By using these two values, now you have to calculate delta TB because we need for substitution. Okay, so we need it for substitution. Next, KB value is given. KB for benzene is 2.53 Kelvin kg per mole. It is given. Okay, so what is the formula to calculate molar mass of solute? Molar mass of solute in elevation of boiling point. So the formula is M2 is equal to Kb into W2 into 1000 divided by W1 into delta TB. So this is the formula to calculate molar mass of solute. If you go towards whatever the things given, see Kb is given, W2 we know, 1000 already there, W1 is also there, delta TB we don't have. When TB and TB naught is given, you can calculate delta TB. So here also we followed the same. Delta TB is equal to TB minus TB naught. So that I will take here. So here only I will calculate delta TB is equal to TB minus TB naught. TB minus TB naught, that is equal to 354.11 minus 353.23. So we'll get 0.88 Kelvin. 0.88 Kelvin as the value of delta TB. We'll write the formula here. Yes. So now M2 is equal to so once again I am writing the formula. So it is kV into W2 into 1000 divided by W1 into delta T. Okay. So formula is there, just you can substitute the value. So what is the value of kV? The value of kV is so kV value is 2.53 into what is W2? It is 1.80 gram into 1000 which is there in formula. So W1 is 90 gram into delta TB value is 0.88. Okay, if you solve this value, you will get as 57.5. What is the unit of molar mass? It is gram per mole. Yes, this is the problem. So very simple one. So you can get a problem for 3 marks in the examination. So in solution topic, so such type of problems which has been asked on to calculation of molar mass of solute or molecular mass of solute, they are important. Okay. So in these type of problems you should remember. So what is W1 and W2? W for mass, W1 is for solvent, mass of solvent. W2 is for mass of solute. If you remember these things, the problem will become very simple. Hope it is understood. So the third colligative property is depression in freezing point. So before going to depression in freezing point, let us learn about what is freezing point. So what is a freezing point of a liquid? So dear students, while describing boiling point, I have used the concept of vapor pressure. So similarly, by using the concept of vapor pressure only, we are going to define freezing point of a liquid. So yes, obviously, as the boiling point is the temperature, similarly freezing point is also, it is a temperature. It is the temperature at which vapor pressure of a liquid becomes equal to vapor pressure of its solid form. So what happens if you assume water as a solvent? So its vapor pressure is going to become, so the vapor pressure of ice. So ice is a solid form of water. So that's why, so ultimately the vapor pressure is going to decrease. So vapor pressure is going to decrease. In order to decrease the vapor pressure, what we have to do? We have to decrease the temperature. So liquid is there, it is having high vapor pressure. We go on decreasing the temperature, its vapor pressure also decreases. Till then, it decreases until it reaches to the vapor pressure of its solid form. If you take water, the vapor pressure becomes equal to, vapor pressure of water becomes equal to the vapor pressure of ice, because ice is a solid form. Okay, so that is the example. So once again I am repeating the definition. It is the temperature at which vapor pressure of a liquid state or a liquid phase becomes equal to the vapor pressure of its solid phase. It has been observed that in case of elevation of boiling point, or while discussing boiling point, I have told you boiling point of pure solvent is less. boiling point of solution is more. So that's why boiling point of solution TB, boiling point of pure solvent TB naught. That's why delta TB is equal to TB minus TB naught. So now here freezing point, I am using TF for freezing point. So dear students, in boiling point, pure solvent has less boiling point and solution has more boiling point, and we have shown by using graph also. So now in freezing point it is somewhat different. Why it is different means, so our experimental records says that freezing point of solution is less. Freezing point of solution is less and freezing point of pure solvent is more. Freezing point of solution is less, so and freezing point of pure solvent is more. Okay, so how it is I'll show you by drawing the graph. Let us write about the freezing point. It is the temperature. It is the temperature at which vapor pressure of liquid phase becomes equal to vapor pressure of its solid phase. So this is the meaning or definition of freezing point in terms of vapor pressure. So now I have told you this freezing point of pure solvent is less. Freezing point of pure solvent is less, and freezing point of solution is freezing point of solution is less and freezing point of pure solvent is more. Freezing point of pure solvent is more because here we are decreasing the vapor pressure. So pressure is less for what? Vapor pressure is less for solution. Vapor pressure is more for pure solvent. In order to go on decreasing, first the freezing point of solution will reach, later the freezing point of pure solvent will reach. Okay, so freezing point of a solution is always less. Freezing point of a solution is always less than freezing point of pure solvent. Okay, so here we have an experimental graph which will show you that the freezing point of solution is less and freezing point of pure solvent is more. So let us draw that graph. So very simple one. So here I will take vapor pressure, temperature in Kelvin. Temperature it is in Kelvin. Okay, so the graph is like this. Okay, you see this graph. So it is frozen solvent, solid solvent, frozen solvent, and this is the graph for liquid solvent, liquid solvent, and this graph is for, so this graph is for solution. This is for solution. If you observe properly, so this is the freezing point of solution. So that's why I have written as TF, and this is the freezing point of pure solvent that I have written by TF naught. So now, so this difference between TF and TF naught is only called depression in freezing point represented by delta TF. So it is called depression in freezing point, which is represented by delta TF. So now I am going to describe what is this delta TF. So therefore, depression in freezing point, which is represented by delta TF is equal to higher value minus lower value we have to do always. So TF naught is higher, so therefore TF naught minus TF. So then what is depression in freezing point? It is the difference between freezing point of pure solvent and freezing point of solution. Freezing point of pure solvent and freezing point of solution. So now for dilute solutions, so this for dilute solutions, so this delta TF is directly proportional to molality, as we have already seen for elevation of boiling point. The same case, delta TF is proportional to molality. In order to remove this proportionality constant, delta TF is equal to some Kf into molality. Delta TF is equal to some Kf into molality. Say this is the one as equation 1. So M is molality, that you know. What is Kf here means? Here Kf is called molar depression constant. Molar depression constant. And it is also known as karyoscopic constant. Molar depression constant or depression in freezing point constant, or sometimes it is also known as karyoscopic constant. Karyoscopic constant. Okay. So now let us define what is this karyoscopic constant, or what is this Kf. So dear students, you see here Kf is equal to delta TF divided by M. If molality is 1, then Kf is equal to delta TF. So therefore Kf or molar depression constant is defined as, it is the depression in freezing point produced when 1 mole of non-volatile solute is dissolved in 1 kg of solvent. It is the depression in freezing point produced when 1 mole of non-volatile solute is dissolved in 1 kg of solvent. Okay. So let us write the definition. So definition of Kf value. So it is defined as, it is the depression in freezing point, produced when 1 mole of, why it is 1 mole? Because molality I have taken as 1 mole. So therefore when 1 mole of non-volatile solute, 1 mole of non-volatile solute is dissolved in 1 kg of solvent. So even the unit of Kf is similar to our Kb, because you see here Kf is equal to delta Tf divided by small m. So delta Tf Kelvin, molality mole per kg. So Kelvin kg per mole is the unit of Kf. The unit of Kf is Kelvin kg per mole. Okay. So unit of Kf is as usual Kelvin kg per mole is the unit of K, and for water it is 1.86. The value of Kf for water is Kf is equal to 1.86. Remember this value, sometimes it may not be given. Then we have to remember Kelvin kg per mole. So dear student, see the equation 1. Delta Tf is equal to some Kf into small m. So what is our small m? It is molality. So now I will substitute the value of molality in order to bring about the formula for calculation of molar mass. Let us substitute the value of small m in the equation 1 so that we can get another numerical formula to calculate the molar mass of solute. So what is that? What is this small m here? It is molality. So molality that is represented by small m. It is equal to. So it is W2 into 1000 divided by W1 into M2. We already know that one because even I have used this formula in elevation of boiling point also. Okay. So let us substitute the value of m in equation 1. So equation 1 implies, equation 1 is equal to delta Tf is equal to some Kf into substitute the value of small m. So Kf into W2 into 1000 divided by W1 into M2. So this is the formula where we can calculate the molar mass of solute M2. So to calculate the molar mass of solute, the formula will take the form M2 is equal to some Kf into W2 into 1000 divided by W1 into delta Tf. So this is the formula to calculate molar mass of solute. Okay. So now we'll see the problems based on this depression in freezing point. So we'll solve the problems where we are going to use this numerical formula. We'll see two different problems. Yes, now we'll see the problems on depression in freezing point. So depression in freezing point, very simple problems. So first problem is like this. First problem goes like this. 45 gram of ethylene glycol C2H6O2 is mixed with 600 gram of water. Soon after reading this sentence, you will come to know 45 gram ethylene glycol is a solute and water is a solvent. Okay. Freezing point depression delta Tf you have to calculate. Then you have to calculate freezing point of solution. Freezing point of solution. So you have to calculate delta Tf and you have to calculate Tf. So what is the formula? Tf is equal to Tf naught minus Tf. To calculate Tf, first you have to calculate delta Tf, then we will calculate delta. After calculating delta Tf, you will calculate Tf value. In order to calculate delta TF, what is the formula? Delta TF is equal to KF into molality. So KF value is given. Sorry, it is not given. So for water, we know the value, it is 1.86. For water, it is 1.86. Okay, that we are going to use in this problem. First, what we'll do? First, we'll calculate molality. Then we'll calculate delta TF. After calculating delta TF, then we'll calculate TF value. So first, this much idea that should come to your mind before solving the problem. Okay. So let us write what is given. "45 gram of ethylene glycol." So I need, for calculation of number of moles, I need number of moles. So that's why first I will write molar mass. Molar mass of ethylene glycol, C2H6O2, if you calculate. So 2 into 12 plus 6 into 1 plus 2 into 16, that you have to do. You will get as 62 gram per mole. 62 gram per mole. Then moles of ethylene glycol, number of moles. Moles of ethylene glycol is equal to mass divided by molar mass. So what is mass given? It is 45. 45 divided by 62, that is equal to, so that is equal to 0.73 mole. 0.73 mole. So I got number of moles of ethylene glycol. For molality, moles of the solute divided by mass of solvent in kg. Okay. So what is solvent here? Water. Solvent, water, and the mass is given in gram. So mass of water in kg I have to take. In kg is equal to 600 divided by 1000, you have to make it 1000, that is equal to 0.600 kg. Okay. So now I have number of moles of solute divided by volume of solvent in kg. So that is nothing but molality. Mass of solvent in kg is molality. Just substitute, you will get molality. So molality small m is equal to molality small m is equal to, so what is the number of moles of ethylene glycol? 0.73 mole. Mass of solvent, mass of water in kg is 0.600, that is equal to, so you solve it, you will get 1.2 mole per kg. 1.2. So it is 1.2. What is the unit of molality? Mole per kg. So this is one part. Now I can calculate delta TF value. So first freezing point depression I can calculate. So now delta TF is equal to KF into molality. So what is KF value? Though it is not given for water, you have to remember. Somewhere I have written it is 1.86. 1.86 and molality is 1.2. So that is equal to 2.2 Kelvin. 2.2 Kelvin. So that is our A. So next coming to B, freezing point of solution, B. So see here, delta TF is equal to, what is the formula? TF naught minus TF. Okay, TF naught minus TF. But I want TF now. Yes, freezing point of solution, TF. So TF is equal to, you bring TF this side. So TF is equal to TF naught minus delta TF. TF naught minus delta TF. So what is TF naught? It is freezing point of pure solvent. Freezing point of pure solvent means freezing point of water. It is 0 degree. In Kelvin, how much it is? 273.15. So I will substitute 273.15 minus what is the value of delta TF? Already it is calculated, it is 2.2 Kelvin. So 2.2, that is equal to 270.95. 270.95, it is in Kelvin because it is a boiling point. So this is how we can calculate a problem on boiling point. So one more important problem that would be asked for 3 marks. So the same type of problem we have asked in elevation of boiling point also. Even in depression, freezing point depression also, we can be asked for these type of problems based on molar mass for 3 marks. So very simple problem, and the procedure also very similar to solve. Okay. So there we are using delta TB, here we will use delta TF. Formula almost remains same. KB and KF will change. So delta TB is equal to KB into W2 into 1000 divided by W1 into M2. So here delta TF is equal to KF into W2 into 1000 divided by W1 into M2, that is the only change. So remaining thing, W1 mass of solvent, W2 mass of solute, M1 mass of solvent, M2 mass of solute. So these all things remain same throughout the chapter, throughout this solution chapter. So you should be very careful while taking the values of W1, W2, etc. Okay. For this solution, first let us write about the given things. So what is given? Okay, 1 gram of non-electrolyte solute. Already solute is mentioned, so that's why it is W2. W2 is 1 gram. W2 is 1 gram. It is dissolved in 50 gram of benzene. So benzene is a solvent here, so that's why W1 is a 50 gram. 50 gram. Okay, the freezing point of benzene is lowered. Freezing point of benzene is already lowered, means initially it was something, so after preparing solution it is lowered by this value, means already depression in freezing point is given. Initially sometime it may be given freezing point of pure solvent and freezing point of solution may be given. Then also you have to calculate for delta TF. So here delta TF is already given. So lowering of freezing point of benzene is nothing but delta TF, which is already given. Delta TF is 0.40 Kelvin. Okay. Further, if you see the problem, so KF is given. KF for benzene. So KF is equal to 5.12 Kelvin kg per mole. Dear students, after reading the problem, you should be able to read the given data first. Then only you can solve the problem in the proper way. So now, what is the formula to calculate M2 value? M2 is equal to KF into W2 into 1000 divided by W1 into delta TF. So this is the formula. So all the things are given, just to substitute, you will get the value. Okay. So what is the value of KF? KF value is 5.12 into, what is the W2? It is 1000. W1 is 50 into delta TF value is 0.40. If you solve, you will get as 256. The value will be 256. And what is the unit of molar mass? It is gram per mole. Gram per mole. So this is about a simple problem for 3 marks in the examination based on depression of freezing point. Depression of freezing point. Okay. So either a problem on elevation of boiling point or a problem on depression in freezing point that may be asked for 3 marks in the examination. So see, while solving these problems we are using Kf and Kb. Kb is molar elevation constant, also known as ebullioscopic constant, and Kf is molar depression constant, also known as karyoscopic constant. So this value of Kf and Kb depends upon the nature of solvent. It depends upon the nature of solvent and enthalpy of fusion and enthalpy of vaporization. So we have expression to calculate this Kf and Kb, which depends upon nature of solvent and also depends upon enthalpy of fusion and enthalpy of vaporization of solvent. Okay, so the values of Kf and Kb, the values of Kf, that is karyoscopic constant, and Kb, ebullioscopic constant, depends upon nature of solvent. Depends upon nature of solvent and can be related to enthalpy of fusion. And enthalpy of vaporization. As so actually we have formulae to calculate this Kb and Kf. Okay, so Kf can be related as Kf is equal to R into M1 into Tf square divided by 1000 into delta fuse, enthalpy of fusion. Okay, so similarly Kb is equal to R into M1 into Tb square divided by 1000 into enthalpy of vaporization, like this. So dear students, here R is gas constant, M1 is molar mass of solvent, Tf is freezing point of pure solvent, enthalpy of fusion, it is the heat which is required to convert 1 mole of a liquid into solid. So enthalpy of vaporization means it is the heat required to convert 1 mole of a liquid into vapor. Enthalpy of vaporization. Tb is boiling point, Tf is freezing point of pure solvent. So remaining thing as it is. So by using these formulae you can calculate the Kf value and Kb value. So this is about elevation of boiling point of solvent and depression in freezing point of solvent.